Hi, my name is Siam Hossein, and my VIP presentation for theater is about Tennessee Williams. It was definitely a pleasure for me to research Tennessee Williams. Interesting cannot even begin to touch the surface of his amazing character. Thomas Lanier Williams was born in Columbus, Mississippi on March 26, 1911. He was the first son and second child of Cornelius Coffin and Edwina Darkin. His mother, the daughter of a minister, was of genteel upbringing. After college, he went to New Orleans, a city that would influence much of his writing. Many plays have been adapted to film, starring screen greats like Marilyn Brando and Elizabeth Taylor. He died in February 25th, 1983, due to lung complications that he had. I watched a video on YouTube about him. He's known for really great plays like A Streetcar Named Desire, which is my most favorite play of his. And then he had another play about the glass meringue, which is a huge, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's a really huge play that received Pulitzer Awards and was the most influential in theater in his career so far for Broadway shows and presentations throughout. But the interview I watched, because I wanted to understand his character, who he was as a person, more than just reading about his work. And in the interview, he was like talking to a guy named Bill, and it was this old TV style, like Jay Leno type of thing. And he asked him in some, personal questions. And then I found out that he was homosexual. That was his sexual orientation. I thought, this was in the 1935s and 1950s, which people at the time were probably really critical about sexuality and stuff like that. But he seemed really cool about it. He was like, this is, he was fine with it. He defended himself, kind of. And it moved on to a more interesting fact about, which was about him and Hart Frank, had a huge influence on his writing. Hart Frank is another writer, and he was reciting his book, and he recited it with such a nice tone. It's difficult to understand. So he has a unique voice. He's able to really tell stories really nicely, and I think that's crucial to be a playwright, is to tell a story, and that your audience can grasp and understand it. And so I was really in awe, and I thought that was an amazing, even though he's not an actor, he's a playwright, it's still really amazing how he was able to just go through with that. And it was awesome. And at the end of it, he was like, he wanted his bones buried where Hart Frank's is. And I thought that was really interesting. It kind of gave me an idea of his mindset, how he thinks about things. And my most favorite play of his is A Streetcar Named Desire. It was fantastic, full of conflict, turmoil, but again, it was probably my most favorite of all his other plays. Thank you.